Uh, Aaron has had some pretty good games lately for Sulphur.
Yeah, maybe was it 10 or 12 pressures I saw last week against Southside? He had a really good game against Southside.
2nd and 7, a throw to the far side is caught for a short.
That's going to be incomplete.
It's going to be incomplete.
Nice job right there by the Tor defender, number 4.
Lemaire. Yeah, Lemaire stuffed him pretty good. I think that was the bingo once again. So it's 3rd down and 7 from the 18-yard line.
So the Golden Tours defense is stiffened up right here. This is a big 3rd down to make them punt from
near their end zone. Malvo in the shotgun, patios to his right, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And they're going to run it. Nope, they're going to throw that slant, and it is incomplete. The ball and the defender got there at the same time.
Yeah, number 6 for the Golden Tours. Tyler Massey's having a very nice game tonight.
I think that was intended for Marquez Zachary. 4th down now and 7.
But that was another good job by the defense. I don't think he'd have had the 1st down. I think he was going to be a yard or 2 short. But as we mentioned, I look for Comeaux to really start to continue to try to use the middle of the field right there.
This will be their 2nd punt of the evening as Lemaire will drop back near midfield. We didn't get the punter last time. I still don't have him. Almost got the block at 19. Takes a heck of a Comeaux roll. Look at this, 35. Get out of the way, Sulphur. They'll grab it at the 33-yard line. So what is that, 44 yards? That's all? I think that's 19 of the punter, and I don't have a 19 on my list.
That's probably his best punt he's got off tonight.
Yeah, the first one didn't roll like that one. That one rolled about 15 yards. So 1st down, Sulphur at their 33-yard line, leading 7-0 with just about 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Following we have about a 45-minute rain delay, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the big thing I think the Tours are going to look to do right here, they really want to grind this out and put some points on the board here and just go into halftime with either a 10-0 or 14-0 lead. Staley's got the ball in the end around, breaks a tackle, cuts it back up the field. He's going to be to the 40. It's going to be a gain of 7. To the 39, actually.
He split a couple of defenders right at the line of scrimmage on the right side.
Yep, gain of 6.
So 2nd down and 4 coming up for Sulphur. They have been able to run the ball pretty well. We haven't seen a whole lot of passing here.
No, which has been a little different. You know, the Tours have survived this year so far with their passing game. But Brady's in the backfield now for the Tours.
2nd and 4 from the 39. They will run it again. It's Brady. He's going to have the 1st down.
Gets up to the 44-yard line.
And that is enough for the 5th 1st down of the night for the Golden Tornadoes. Speaking of Golden Tornadoes, happy birthday to Clofa Boudreaux tonight.
Clofa Boudreaux.
Had a big dog on, what is it, October 15th? You know, when you don't work, you don't have any idea what day it is. You know, it doesn't matter.
Clofa claims, though, he's still very busy, I bet. But, yes, enjoying his retirement, I hope. I saw he was up with Jimbo Gilbo and their group playing their annual golf tournament.
They used to talk about that every year.
Yep. I think that was this week or weekend.
We go to Biloxi.
Yeah, it probably goes into several days. So hope maybe that one of those guys are listening. But, yeah, I saw they were up. I think it's the Jimbo Classic or something.
Yeah,
something
they call
like
it. Yeah. They all head over to Mississippi. It's 2nd and 9 as the Tours get 1.
I saw former Golden Tour basketball coach Clint Labata, a good friend of theirs, was with him as well. And I didn't catch the other names, but I know there's quite a good group.
Clint's father-in-law lived in my neighborhood over in Vinton. Coach Music.
3 wideouts up top.
VJ will come in motion across the back of the formation.
Staley's in the backfield, fakes the handoff. Throws a little inside screen to Blaylock. Yeah. Gets a nice block downfield by. Let's give a little love to number 63 for the Golden Tours, Kyle Thibodeau. Got down the field and provided a nice block to allow Blaylock to get about 5, maybe 6 yards on that pass play.
That didn't look good when it began.
No, he did. Like I say, 63 got out there, made a nice kick out block, and Blaylock split a couple defenders and headed upfield.
All right, it's 3rd down and 2, and they will Give it to Stelly for the first down at the 45, and he'll go down inside the 42-yard line. So the Golden Tour is mixing it up a little bit.
Bruce, let me tell you why that was a nice run right there. If Stelly tries to go outside with it, which is where he was originally headed to, he gets tackled for no gain. And he kind of slowed up and cut it back up the field where he had a hold, probably knowing he only needed 2 yards for the first down. That's a nice run right there by Stelly, resulting in the first down for the Tours with 2:16 now to go and the clock running in the second quarter.
Remember, Comeaux has no timeouts. This is Stelly again. He is wrapped up immediately and he'll pick up a yard or so to around the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see what Comeaux. I got a feeling it was big number 11. That
He had a big guy in the middle, yeah.
Kind of wrapped him up right there. Did a good job of getting.
It would be Xylon Paul.
Xylon Paul.
Yep.
What year is Mr. Paul?
He is a junior.
Junior. So we got another year to face him.
Yep. So 2nd and 9.
Clock continues to run now, just inside 1:40 to go in the second quarter.
Sulphur with all 3 timeouts. Blitz is coming.
Nice job by Trahan to escape.
He's going to throw it deep to VJ. He's got it. Oh, he dropped it.
Drops it.
He had it for a moment, but could not hang on to it as he headed toward the ground.
No, and he had 2 defenders kind of draping on him right there and just wasn't able to quite bring it in.
Little bit short. I think he had to slow down just a hair.
I apologize if you're watching our video feed. I just trying to watch that play and talk about it, and I couldn't get the camera adjusted. But he was down inside the 5-yard line.
Take our word for it.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. It does stop the clock now with 1:27 to go. Be interesting to see if the Tours, if they only gain a few yards right here, Bruce.
It's just 4 downs.
Go ahead and go for it?
Yes, sir, I believe so. Remember, Comeaux has no timeouts. Blitz comes again. Trahan throws off balance. It is caught. And Stelly stays in bounds. It'll be 4th down and 4th and 5. It's at the 37, so that's way too far for a field goal attempt unless there was no time on the clock. Timeout Sulphur, the first of their 3 with 68 seconds left to go. In the first half, Tours lead at 7-0. Sulphur gets football to start the 3rd quarter, don't they? I think Comeaux won the toss and they elected to receive, which is rare nowadays. But the Tours can afford to go for it here because Comeaux has no timeouts. Even if the Tours do not get the first down, Comeaux would have a long way to go with very little time. You're keeping up with the baseball game. We're not talking about it because it's 3-1 Boston.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sulphur had Houston had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 2nd. Guy makes a great diving catch in center field for Boston.
So let's see if maybe I'd like to see Trahan maybe roll to his right here and give him the option to run it or throw it.
There, everybody's in tight. Alston will go in motion to the far side.
Still remains tight.
Yep,
though.
Still everybody tight. The play fake. Wide open is VJ, and he throws it to a Comeaux Spartan. To the 40. Oh, he dropped the football.
Vizier, I think
Comeaux's got
the ball
it back.
Let's see who they're going to give it to.
That would be a first down if it's Sulphur.
Vizier's got it on the bottom of the pile, and I think a Comeaux's guy's laying on top of him. Let's see who they're going to give it to. I haven't seen a signal.
I haven't either.
Looks like they're going to give it back to Sulphur ball, and it's going to be
a first down.
First down. Wow.
VJ was wide open at the 40-yard line. And he threw it down to about the 30 where it was intercepted.
Yeah, he had another receiver a little deeper in the pattern, and I don't know if he just didn't see Vizier or maybe he locked onto that other receiver and just kind of tunnel visioned it right there. But so kind of a wacky play right there. Just going to wind the clock down now to 55 seconds. Sulphur has 2 timeouts, if I remember correctly.
That is.
So we got plenty of time, plenty of timeouts to work with right here.
We lost 2 yards in a play in his first down.
He got a first down.
On a 4th down play because they had possession. Trahan throws near side at bubble screen again, this time to Alston. He'll pick up 3 to the 36-yard line. The clock will continue to run.
You know, Bruce, one of the things I've liked out of the Golden Tours tonight is we haven't tried to throw the ball so far downfield as we've done some in the past. And I think that's really benefited the Tours tonight. They've kind of made it a possession-type ball game.
2nd and 7. They will throw it again. toward the end zone. That is
It's gotta be a
incomplete. That guy,
flag, huh?
there it comes.
There
Thank
it comes.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That defender was all over,
Jordan, I
hanging
believe
all
it
over
was.
Vizier's back.
Yeah, he had an arm on his elbow, arm on his shoulder. So that'll be 15 yards. Second pass interference call against Comeaux. Now,
So that moves it
you'll
down
be
to
in field goal range.
Yeah, and that moves it down to 24 seconds to go. Sulphur still has their 2 timeouts in their back pocket as well.
So that will move it about the 21-yard line. The second pass interference penalty against the Spartans tonight. So at the 21, it's 1st and 10 Sulphur. A couple of chances to throw it into the end zone here. Maybe pick up a little more yardage for Paez, get it in the middle of the field.
Well, if I know Tyrie's not – the first couple of plays are going to be nothing – I think they're going to be all designated trying to score a touchdown right here.
Yeah,
if
you
we
got
can't
time.
Can't get any positive yardage, then we may just look to see a little short gain of 5 or 6 maybe and put them in field goal range.
If you've got timeouts, you've got plenty of time for a couple of them into the end zone at least.
When you can work the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm. Blitz comes. Trahan is in trouble. He escapes, throws into the end zone.
Touchdown,
wide open for the touchdown. Yep. That's Hopkins.
I'm sorry, not Blaylock. Hopkins.
Yeah. He had a step on the defender. Well, that was an interesting set of plays for Comeaux.
Yeah, and Comeaux really scratching themselves over that, like you said, that sequence of plays right there. You get a big turnover inside of a minute to go, and even though you had no timeouts, you were going to have the ball at around the 40-yard line. So definitely some time to move in the field goal range at minimum.
Paez's kick is good. 17 seconds left in the half. It's 14-0. Sulphur, well, you have nothing else. You had the football.
Right. You had the football, so you were going to be able to prevent Sulphur from scoring. Sulphur only had 2 timeouts at the time. So you were going to pretty much at a minimum run out the half.
That was one of the better passes and catches we have seen this season for Sulphur. They ran that perfectly. Right, it's a 21-yard touchdown pass. Second one of the night for Gage Trahan, and it gives him 7 on the season. 7 touchdown passes on the year.
Well, Gage did a great job right there. I thought, Bruce, of throwing that ball to a spot.
Yeah.
He didn't try to throw to the receiver. He tried to he trusted where his receiver was going to get on the field, and also threw the ball where it could not be intercepted. There was only one person that could make a play on that ball, which was the Golden Tour. So nice job right there by Gage Trahan to put the Tours up 14-0 now with, as we mentioned, 17 seconds to go. And we won't see an onside kick right here.
I don't think so, no. You see a squibber. Going to go to the 8, to the 20.
And Sulphur just kind of playing some prevent defense over there.
To the 27-yard line. That runs 8 seconds more off the clock. The 2 23s were going at it here. Or the Spartans and the Tours. Is that Malvo? Number 1 running him back? Surely not. So maybe one more play here. Just remember, Comeaux has no timeouts.
No, I doubt if that was, like you said, I doubt if that was a quarterback.
Yeah, I would doubt that too.
Maybe number 7, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Those numbers are a little tough to see. They kind of get bunched up on that Comeaux uniform.
And Sulphur will call a timeout. Yep.
Well, Bruce, and as we've seen some adventures with these type of plays. So,
oh yeah, I know exactly how this works.
Is that our bonus checks, Bruce?
It's a
bonus check for one of them young ladies, huh?
That's the Bruce Merchant John Bridges tradition. He always gives me the Queen's name before halftime. I do not know her. You know her?
Yeah, well, the parents more than her, but the parents.
I don't.
Good for her.
Yep.
I wish we'd have got the list actually of
all of them.
Yeah, because
it's in here.
I don't know if our the reason I'm saying is I don't know whether bios. I don't know if our feed is going to pick up.
Oh, there she is right there.
I think they're going to switch actually to the.
There's our homecoming queen.
Glad she doesn't look like her daddy.
Is that good for her?
Yes.
Bass is dropped over the middle.
No, I think so. If you're watching through the YouTube channel for CPSB, I think CPSB is going to switch to an outside.
Okay, they may be able to catch it.
Yeah, Pam told me we're going to switch to an outside mic, and so we won't have any kind of audio feed for the presentation up here.
I mean, we can tell you who it is before we leave. You know, if you want to know.
You're going to get us in all kind of trouble, Bruce.
I don't do that anymore. We used to do it that way, just to prove we knew. This one is complete. No, it's incomplete again. 2 seconds left. Yeah,
and that was a dangerous tip right there. Of course, probably if we would have come down with it, the clock would have ended up running out right there. But yeah, that's a number 9. That's a big young man for the Comeaux Spartans.
Yeah, that's Domingo, and he's a freshman.
Wow.
No, that's number 9. I'm sorry.
Yeah, number 9 for Comeaux and number 12 are 2 of their wideouts and very big.
Okay, yeah. We don't have anything but numbers here. I tell you, a guy was a junior. He was number 11.
They're very big wideouts, very talented wideouts too.
Going to have to throw it deep. It's going to go over the. It's going to go incomplete.
Yeah, he was trying to hit the run. Well, they love throwing to
patio.
Number 4 patio.
And that's it. So
that's going to bring it into our first quarter. The Sulphur Golden Tours in the 2021 homecoming game lead the visiting Comeaux Spartans 14-0 as we head to halftime. As I mentioned, if you're watching or listening to us, tuned in through the CPSB, stay with them. Like I said, I believe they're going to go to an outside mic so they can pick up John Bridges doing the broadcast of the homecoming court, and be interested. I wonder how many years this has been for John doing the homecoming court.
Oh,
John's been
he's
doing that
class
quite a while
of 77, so it's possible it's at least 40 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the Golden Tour band will be providing some entertainment, and we'll show you. We'll leave the video on, and I can get it adjusted here.
We lost all the alumni across the way after the rain.
Yeah, the rainstorm and the lightning chased all the alumni.
Yeah,
off.
The party started early.
Yeah, I've already gotten a few texts. Like I say, a few of my classmates from '86 are in town for the festivities. 35th class reunion. Somewhat. We don't have a big reunion party planned, but a few of them have already started.
So you're 36, I guess. Yeah,
I'm 35. I was in 86.
35. Okay,
yeah.
I was in 75 in Vinton. So we don't do nothing.
So we're going to go ahead and go audio dead kind of on our end, and we'll let you watch. And but if you're watching on CPSB, or feel free to switch over to their telecast, and you'll be able to hear Mr. John Bridges do his thing. So we're going to take a halftime break, and we'll be back with you for the second half. So if you're still watching the homecoming queen, Bruce, I guess we can talk about it a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit.
we can do it now.
I've got her bio here. It's senior maid Bella Strahan. Bella's the daughter of Orrin and Michelle Strahan. Bella has a 3.7 GPA and has participated. Bear with me a minute. I'll see if I can zoom us in here a little bit.
There she is.
So, as I was mentioning, Bella's a 4-year member of the SHS Student Council and was a 3-year member of the Sulphur High Lady Tours volleyball team. Bella represented her class as a freshman and junior homecoming maid and her sophomore year in the SHS beauty pageant. And Bella is being escorted today by her dad, her father, Orrin Strahan.
So her brother is Brody, right?
Brother was Brody Strahan, played football and baseball here at Sulphur and played baseball, just finished up his career, I think a season ago, maybe at McNeese. So congratulations to Bella Strahan. And
Joins
I know
a long list of
we had
queens.
I didn't catch all the queens, but I saw Chris Godare out there with
Grace Hernandez,
her husband,
representing my daughter's class. And
Chris Godare is the mom of former Sulphur Golden Tour Ryan Godare. Played ball here, linebacker, and played a 4-year starter at Southeastern. Probably one of the gentlemen over the years that between him and Nathan Clofus, I really hated to see leave the area. McNeese not able to get their hands on those two young men. But anyway.
Well, so far it's been a good. She's presiding over a good homecoming game, as the Tours are leading at 14-0 here. They had the long rain delay. It's going through scores. Lafayette was up on Comeaux 28-14. Acadiana took care of New Iberia easily 42-0. I didn't see a Sam Houston score on my list. Sam Houston was taking on Southside.
Iowa was up big over 50
to 19 over Jennings.
Jennings.
St. Louis only down by 4 at College Prep.
Let's see if I can pull up.
Let me get my.
See if we can get a Pineville score too. Let me see.
Pineville lost to Alexandria last night, 42-7. Yeah,
Alexandria's got a strong program.
Oh yeah, they have been very good the last few years. They finished second in the state, lost by 1?
Come back, came back.
They went by 2 and lost.
Yeah, went for the 2-point conversion.
So lost to Acadiana.
Let's see if we can find Sam Houston score.
Yeah, I'm rolling through them all again here.
I'll go to their Twitter.
It's now 35-14 Lafayette in the 4th. So
over Barb.
Yeah, they'll get a win over Barb. It's where Sulphur is next week across the river.
Coach Sam Moore says Southside is up now 44-21 over. That's thank you, Sam, for our Sam Houston score.
They're playing in the Bluff tonight? I think so.
I thought that was going to be an interesting, matchup. Sam Houston's been playing better ball the last couple of weeks. It's a final, so they must have not caught their lightning delay. But
yeah,
appreciate that from Coach Sam Moore. Sam, you maybe you ought to be working with the baseball team instead of attending Sam Houston football game. What's going on with that? I wonder.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get I'm fixing to get an ugly text from him. He's gonna tell me what he's doing.
I watched him. I was telling you, I watched him yesterday in a scrimmage out at the ballpark.
Oh, the McNeese baseball team?
Yep. I didn't know anybody. Yeah, I see 44-21. There's the final.
Coach Moore said he's not at the game.
Okay.
Just joking around, Sam.
Yeah.
But really, you better be getting them baseball boys ready to go.
Well, you're making him mad.
That's all going on. But maybe we'll get Coach Moore up here for Coach Moore's going to be mad at me. I heard my dad gave him a rough time at Spar the other day. So we'll maybe see how that next interview goes. But
He
no, Coach,
entertained me at some of those tournaments.
I'll say this:
year.
Coach Moore, he did say that looking forward to the they've limited on what they can do in the offseason with the team, but Coach Moore obviously is looking forward to the upcoming spring season with the Sulphur Golden Tours, and we'll be here in the near future. We'll be announcing Coach Moore will have their annual auction fundraiser in the early portion of next year before the season kicks off. So we'll obviously be helping him. Tornado Radio Network will be helping him get all that announced as well. We're wanting to also get out to cover one of the girls' volleyball games. And the girls are having a very strong season already this year once again. Had a lot of fun. We carried the playoff game last year, a couple playoff games for them last year. And Bruce, I'm going to be honest with you, I was very not only entertained, but very – I hate to say this because I don't want to come out the wrong way, but I was very surprised at how athletic the volleyball girls were actually for all of the teams involved, not just the Lady Golden Tours. So first time I'd ever been out to watch high school volleyball. But wow, and a fast-paced game, a very competitive game. And I guess it's because it's in that gym setting. I mean, the crowd was phenomenal, especially with it being the playoffs. So I look forward to covering them once again. The Lady Tours, I think that was the first year to advance all the way to the Pontchartrain Center. I think it's where it was at in Kenner to the state championships. So they faced the number one team in the state. Name of that team escapes me, but put up a good fight. But we're just a little one of them games you got to kind of take your hat off and congratulate the other team that night.
My guess would be, because volleyball is not like football.
I want to say it was a private school.
I was about to say someone like
Carmel,
Mount Carmel or Dominican, or someone we see. You see in softball tournaments here.
Yes. So
Chipmunks or Dubs or whatever.
So hopefully we'll try to get something going to cover that in the near future for you as well.
Yeah, that's Bridget Copples, right?
Yep, Bridget Copples coaches that team, and
went to school with her father-in-law Gary.
Her husband played here, and he's a coach down
he's
at
coaching
Vinton.
Yep. They got
coaches, I believe, the softball team, and I don't know if he may help out with the football team.
Yes, he does.
Coach Lark Abears down there, I believe, with head coach of that team.
They took a loss to Pickering tonight, but only gave to Rose Pine, but only gave up 47. Whole Pickering or old Rose Pine to under 47. You did pretty good. Tours will get the football to start the third quarter, up 14-0. It scored at the very first play of the second quarter and almost the very last play of the second quarter, with 17 seconds left.
It was good to see him, Bruce, come out and respond. You never know when you take that kind of that weather break like that. You never know what team's going to show back up after those breaks.
None of the kickers are on my list for Comeaux. This was taken by Stelly at the 10. He's in trouble at the 15, turns the corner to the 20, and he'll go out of bounds at the 23-yard line. He ran about 100 yards after he caught the football. Okay. That's their coaches claiming is blocking the back. So it'll be 1st and 10 Sulphur from their own 23-yard line. They have been able to run the football pretty well tonight.
I think they'll look to continue that here in the second half. Up 14-0. Offensive-minded coach, while you look to take advantage of opportunities, I mean, you really, as we mentioned, you want to let your big boys up front kind of eat right now. You kind of put this game on their back. And Coach Towery loves to see his big offensive lineman work up front for his backfield. So Stelly's going to start in the backfield next to Gage Trahan.
On 1st and 10. Trahan with the high snap.
Trahan did a nice job right there getting it down.
And Stelly's going to pick up 7 on the first down carry to the 30-yard line.
I bet that's something they saw in game. What kind of offensive lineman looks like down.
Yeah, somebody down.
Well, him and a defensive lineman were both down. Defensive lineman got up. But what I was about to mention, the Tours have done a nice job tonight of hitting their cutback lanes in their rushing game. So probably something they really emphasized during their film work this week is they felt they had an opportunity to not only run the ball, but had an opportunity to run the ball with some backside lanes once they get up into the line of scrimmage. And like you say, right there, Stelly was able to cut it back and looks like a gain of about 6. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 4.
That's 63, the guy you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, 63. We mentioned his
name
earlier in the ball game, Kyle Thibodeau.
Yeah.
He's a little nicked up right there, so he's headed
coming
off
off
slowly.
field. He's all right. So the second down and 3 coming up for Sulphur from their own 30-yard line, just underway. In the second half, we had a long lightning delay in the second quarter, so that's why we are relatively late here tonight. So on second down and 3.
And Sulphur essentially
running a double first down.
Essentially running a double tight end formation right there. They had LaFleur had checked into the game, and Vizier was split out wide, but he came in and set up as a kind of a flanker back on the other side. So Tours are obviously looking to run the ball right here.
Well, it is. It's working.
So this time you've got double tight ends on the top, with LaFleur set up on the line of scrimmage, and Vizier just off his hip right there. And Vizier coming motion once again.
Trahan will run it himself.
Look, quarterback keeper.
Yep, it's a nice block on the outside. Going to pick up 5.
And that's a nice play right there to run. Kind of gives the defense something different to look at right there. It's run out of the same formation that we ran the previous play out of.
It's his first carry of the night. They've run Stelly out of the Wildcat that way a couple of times on their first touchdown.
But usually quarterback keepers right there. Coach Towery's looking to set up another play here later in the quarter.
Ball at the 39-yard line.
Caught 2nd and 5.
Yep. Not quite 2 minutes into the third quarter here. There's a lot of folks shifting around from one side to the other. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they'll get it off. Here's Stelly. Stelly with some running room. He's thrown forward at the 45 for another first down.
That by 55, actually. He got a nice little push from a lineman number 55 for the Golden Tours, Lane Ackle. And results, like you said, another first down for the Golden Tours. He was going to be close to that first down marker. And as he passed Lane just kind of gave him a little two-hand shove from behind and helped him get those last 2 or 3 yards for that first down.
1st and 10 at the 46, still in Sulphur territory, but they're picking up first downs. Everybody in tight.
And this is complete. Right there. Yep. Nice play action right there to tag Stelly, and Trahan bootlegs it.
Vizier with a touchdown catch already tonight.
Trahan bootlegs it and hits Vizier in the flat for a nice 5-yard gain. It's an extended run play right there. Yeah. But what that does, Bruce, is on this drive, I mean, we're already inside, almost going to be inside 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And one of these drives like this not only keeps the defense on the field, but it really starts to eat up a lot of time, which is not in Comeaux's favor.
2nd down and 5 from the Comeaux 49. Stelly in trouble, and he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, that was a nice play right there by number, let's see if he'll turn, number
54 or 50?
Number 15, actually.
Okay.
I believe.
I see 54 in there. That's Kyron Bernard. 15 is Trey Roy.
The thing about that play, if he doesn't make that tackle, Stelly's going to be out near the first down marker. So that was a very nice play for the Comeaux Spartans on defense.
That's first passing situation for the Tours in this drive at 3rd and 6, right at midfield.
Tours will stay 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Stelly's in the backfield with Trahan.
Blitz is coming. They pick it up. He's going to throw it deep, but not deep enough.
Nice
it's
catch.
Caught, though, because Hopkins out-jumped the defender. Outstanding play on the catch end of it as Hopkins just out-jumped the defender.
So Hopkins, he had 2 steps probably on the defensive back, and the ball was underthrown a little bit. And like you say, Hopkins does a nice job of adjusting to the ball and establishing almost position like you would on a basketball court.
Yep. That's right, for a rebound.
Yeah, just kind of
locked him out.
Yeah, out-rebounded that defender right there.
1st and 10. Trahan will keep it, or is it Stelly, and he's going to score from 17 yards out.
I think that was that once again that little
it was the Wildcat.
Yeah,
again.
Stelly when we saw that earlier in the ball game, and I actually didn't pick it up right away either. But
no, I thought it was Trahan, but then I saw the number was too small.
Well, nothing against Gage, but he was moving a little bit quicker than.
That was a heck of a drive. It's a 77-yard drive.
So the Golden Tours are going to score with 7:49 to go in the third quarter. Pies is on to attempt the extra point. Nice job by the holder right there by Trahan. The
Yes,
ball
Trahan.
was a low snap, and he scoops it up off the turf. I think we have a penalty flag down, though.
Yes, we do.
I think it's against Comeaux, though. Let's see. I see a couple Comeaux players holding their hands up.
Well, that might go at the kickoff then.
That's against Sulphur. I don't even know what that penalty is.
I don't either. Used to have that in programs, but they don't do it anymore, I guess. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Kind of an underhand, like he's pushing the guy forward.
Well, that's legal now.
But I mean the motion of the referee.
The motion is. Yeah. I don't see that.
See, there's having some more discussion. They're going to re-kick it. See how
they're going to back it up.
10 yards.
A chop block, maybe. Well, no, it's a 10-yard chop block. Would probably be 15. Because a sideline violation.
They haven't given us a warning yet.
No,
they usually give you a warning first.
That's like the whole team was standing out there.
And I will have to give Sam more credit. Sam just texted that before we realized what was going on. Paez's kick is up. It's good, though.
Yeah. Just made it from 30 yards out.
But, yeah, usually you get a warning. And
yeah, because that is what it looked like.
The warning earlier was against the Comeaux sideline.
Well, it didn't matter. In the long run, it's still 21-0. That 77-yard drive, most of it on the ground. The one long pass,
the one third down. I think that was on. Well, you had Vizier for the 5-yard gain on the pass. Then you had the one long pass to Hopkins, and that was it. Everything else was on the ground.
And they probably averaged 5-6 yards a carry, maybe a little more than that after the Stelly touchdown.
I promise you, Coach Tyree loves coming out of halftime.
That's
with
great.
An opening drive.
You basically have scored 14 points with 2 possessions, and Comeaux just had the 3 plays in between. The 3 incomplete passes at the end of the half.
That's not Paez in the kickoff.
No, you're right. It is not.
New number. Number 9, maybe?
No.
No, 9's Tax Stelly.
Yeah.
See if we can get a number on the young man. 99, huh?
No, that's Paez. It's 99.
Hang on.
Short kick to the 29-yard line.
92.
To the near side of the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. And he just might take this all away. A terrible tackling or lack of tackling, and that is a 70-yard touchdown return. And it's 21-6.
I don't have a 92 on my roster, so I'm not sure who that is. I think that was intentional. I think they were just trying to pooch it up right there. And
I think that's Linzer that
the Golden Tour defensive squad right there. Boy, and as much as Tyree likes that opening drive to start the second half, I promise you he doesn't like special teams defense has given us some issues off and on this year. And
he ran
have been doing a much better. Yeah.
The east side of the field to the west side, back to the east
side.
Yeah. So you said 92 was the guy who kicked?
I think it was 92.
I got a Bryson Garrett at 92, defensive lineman.
No, that
guy was not that big.
Defensive lineman.
Yeah, he wasn't that big.
But like I said, I think he performed exactly what they wanted him to perform on a kickoff right there.
Just nobody else did. Linzer is the holder. And of course, we have no kickers for Comeaux on our roster. Torres jump. So that'll be another 1-yard penalty on Sulphur. They've had 2 penalties for 2 yards. Let's see here. No, I think that's the same roster.
And look, I know Comeaux would take the score any way they can get it, but it's also going to put that Comeaux defense right back on the field after almost a 5-minute drive to start the second half.
I think if I was Comeaux, I'd go for 2. Just put Malvo back there and let him run. But the coaches are next to us, and they did not consult me. They may have heard me anyway. Kick is blocked, so it's 21-6. You can't return a kick in high school.
So with 7:32 to go in the third quarter, Comeaux has tightened it up. Now the Golden Tours lead 21-6 over the Comeaux Spartans.
Now I'm curious as to who kicked off for Sulphur. Didn't they score late to beat Sulphur last year?
I don't know about last year, but I know the last time I went to Comeaux.
That's what happened, yeah.
Which was I think the year before COVID.
Yeah.
They scored 2 or 3 times actually in the fourth quarter to come back and beat Sulphur. Sulphur had a lead in that game.
Yep.
And in fact, the quarterback for that team is the young man that I believe it's the quarterback is the young man transferred to Southside and was ruled ineligible. Is that McNeese now? Is it Neighbors? Malik Neighbors, I think.
Could be.
And the other guy for Comeaux is at Louisiana Tech now. And them two guys it was a 2-man show the entire fourth quarter. Now Sulphur gets an unsportsmanlike penalty,
okay.
So that's going to move it up 15 yards. So we'll see what Comeaux chooses to do here. I mean, they probably can pretty easily
then get it into the end
reach
zone.
the end zone, but we'll look to see if maybe
they might try an onside kick.
Onside kick, right here is a perfect situation because even if you're unsuccessful,
it's at least beyond the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Sulphur's only going to get the ball, realistically inside their own 35 still.
So that's a number 82, and we don't have him on our list. There is a kicker, Javier Harson. His number is 43 according to the roster, but after last week at Southside, I don't necessarily trust a roster.
Bruce, I think they turned the air conditioner off up here.
Yeah, I think it hadn't been on. Timeout Sulphur.
Man. Sulphur.
That's what Comeaux used 2 of them in the first minute in the first half.
I wonder if Sulphur got nervous. Sulphur was in their traditional return team, and I wonder if they were thinking that Comeaux may have sent out a little bit different squad right there, and Sulphur got concerned with an onside kick possibly.
Well, it's 21-6.
Yeah, you got
lots and lots of time.
You got to do something if you're Comeaux.
Wow, the Seahawks have put their quarterback on injured reserve.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Injured finger.
That's where New Orleans is on Monday Night Football in a couple of weeks.
Go through a few of our game day sponsors during the break. Failed to mention Golden Tour Exxon. David needs that in Houston. And we're all thinking about you, David, and hope you're home and better soon. His wife, Vicky, owns Victoria's on Oak and 2 longtime businesses in Sulphur. Golden Tour Exxon is the last full-service gas station in Sulphur and currently being run by Logan Nezat, former Golden Tour football player here. And so if you need any gas, oil, tires, oil changes, inspection stickers, go see those guys over on Highway 90.
There's a whole lot of jumping around going on.
Yeah, I think
Sulphur's looking for the onside kick.
Sulphur flipped their return team right there based on how Comeaux was lined up. So let's see what Comeaux chooses to do right here.
They're going to kick it deep, so it'll go into the end zone.
Bruce, I just don't really like that kickoff. I'd rather you kick it a little shorter and try to make it bounce around the 10 and let it bounce around because, but the Sulphur had no one deep.
Nope.
And so if the ball kind of bounces around back there, probably the worst case scenario is that Sulphur's got the ball on the 15-yard line. But if you get a lucky bounce out of that, Comeaux, if you got a little speed on the outside right there, Comeaux potentially could get someone down there to recover.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That ball.
They're running forward, so they see the ball, and you're having to turn around and try to find it.
Yep.
So the advantage would go to the kicking team, but they kicked it into the end zone, so Sulphur will start at their own 20-yard line.
7:32 to go in the third quarter. Brady returns to the offensive backfield along with Trahan.
And Trahan will run a quarterback draw.
Another nice little 4-yard gain, looks like. Maybe
to the 23.
3-yard
clock
gain.
is stopped. There's a flag on the play. I don't know that it'll be holding from that spot unless it was a receiver, and it was. Oh, face mask on them. Yeah.
I don't know if there's a face mask on the tackle or a face mask, a defensive.
Somewhere else.
Maybe I was thinking maybe a cornerback.
Because it was not thrown at the play.
And it was a personal foul, so it's a 15-yarder.
So first down, Sulphur. That's their 12th first down. They've had 6 in this quarter, and we haven't played 5 minutes.
I noticed that Comeaux shifted number 11 from nose tackle to the defensive end spot.
Moved to the outside.
I don't see 44. A number 44 defensive nose tackle now. I don't know if that's necessitated by an injury or just trying to slow down that running game.
They're sending an extra man.
Yeah.
And
as soon as I mentioned that number,
Brady,
big number 11 definitely slowed that running game.
And they ran right at him.
Yeah.
So you ask it for it. You'll get a yard.
Well, and it looked like the offensive lineman for Sulphur didn't have any help right there on that block. You almost need to put a tight end over there to help chip that guy. And that's a pretty tall task for that left tackle for the Golden Tours.
Well, I see 44 is on the left side, so I don't know. The new guy in the middle. That's 54 in the middle.
54.
That's Kyron Bernard. Yeah,
he's a healthy young man.
Good size.
Been very impressed with these Comeaux athletes on the field tonight.
2nd and 9. And they will hand it off. Nice little hole for Brady. Quickly closed up, but he got into the linebackers. Yeah.
Going to set up a 3rd and 4. Very manageable 3rd down play.
Ball is at the 44-yard line, still in Sulphur territory as we come up on the halfway point of the 3rd quarter. The Tours on top 21-6.
Now, Bruce, we had some success in this area of the field with play action, with the quarterback running that bootleg, throwing to the flats a couple times. Let's see if Vizier is in that slot left. They like to drag him along with that bootleg back to the far side of the field.
They are crowding the box on defense. Here they come. Stelly will be caught in the backfield for a loss. Not the right play to have called against this defense. The defense was perfect.
Yeah, and what's interesting about that? Vizier didn't block. Vizier went to the far side of the, like he was going to run a pass route. And but yeah, the Comeaux defense steps up right there and stops Stelly in the backfield.
Yeah, they had 7 men in the box. The snap of the football, they were right there on the line.
So Paez will go out to punt for the Golden Tours. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Golden Tours lead 21-6 over the Comeaux Spartans.
1 man deep at the 22-yard line. They don't expect him to kick the ball very far. Delay a game, Sulphur, or timeout, Sulphur? Delay a game, Sulphur.
Well, Sulphur's wanting to get the play clock reset right there for some reason. I don't know if they're going to.
It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
So that'll back it up. Yeah, they sent Grayson Stelly in motion back toward the formation for some weird reason. And the clock ran out.
So that's going to set up a 4th and 10 now. That pretty much takes out any possibility of a fake punt.
Right.
Stelly goes
Here
back
comes
in motion
again. Stelly in motion. Paez will kick away.
A nice kick by Paez.
And it will be fielded at the 29-yard line and then bumped out of bounds quickly. At 5 or 6. 5 is Paul Bernard. 6 is Jordan Dejon as a wide receiver. It is 5. First down, Comeaux from the 30 to their own 32. 4:28 to go 3rd quarter. 21-6 Sulphur. The calm before the cold front.
If you're waiting on the cold front, that flag on that flagpole is still limp.
Yep, it is dead still right now.
We're still waiting on it,
and it's still humid outside, but it's coming.
So Malvo finally returns to the field.
Right,
with almost 8 minutes gone here in the second half.
He's going to hand it off. Nice hole coming to the near side. This is Patio, and he's going to pick up the first down. Picks up 11 to the 43-yard line. That might be their best running play. Someone other than Patio. They're going to stop the clock, so that big lineman 55 is going to leave the game.
They had 2 linemen kind of collide with each other. No, they're going to let them stay in the game, though.
Okay. That's only their 2nd first down since the 1st quarter. They're going to run the same play. This time they'll go to the left. Patio again with lots of running room for another first down in Sulphur territory.
Yeah, Sulphur did a nice job of bottling him up right there. And we talked about Sulphur running to the backside Comeaux just did the same thing right there to Sulphur, kind of gave them a dose of what they've been seeing so far tonight.
And now they're running tempo. 1st and 10 from the Sulphur 44. They will throw. Incomplete.
Oh, can't believe it.
I don't know if it's interference because he ran into the Sulphur player.
Yeah, I'm like you.
Zachary.
I think he literally ran into the safety versus the safety running into him.
I think he was just standing there. 2nd and 10 from the 44. We had a flag on the other side.
That was number 4, Peyton Lemaire in coverage for the Golden Tours.
Dead ball foul.
It must be side.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Somebody must have yelled from the bench.
I see a couple, though. I see one of the coaches very, very animated over there.
Yeah. It's another 15-yarder.
And it wasn't the head coach. So usually,
1, 2,
sometimes
3, 4.
Sometimes let the head coach get away with some of that, but I believe it was an assistant coach.
And it might have been a sideline penalty. So that's a dead ball foul. That backs
he's talking to that coach up around the 40-yard line of the Sulphur.
I see him.
And that's the coach. He became so animated he had to walk away a while ago. And see that referee still kind of following him up the sideline. So I don't know if there's still an ongoing discussion between them two.
Well, it's going to be 2nd and 25 now.
You see, there's another referee down here on the 35. He's having a conversation with a couple of their assistant coaches as well. So
okay. Well,
so I think
somebody probably wanted to know who was it on.
Yeah.
And there it is again. That's going to be 15 more. That's on the head coach this time. Yeah.
He just threw him out of the ball game, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I saw.
Well, let's watch what Dr. Burkell has to say here. That's 15 more. That ain't helping the situation.
He's giving a headset to an assistant coach right now. So I think they've just ejected him. Well, that may have been a second 15-yard penalty, which is probably an automatic ejection.
Yep. He's been ejected. That is 1, 2, 3. That's 5 15-yarders in a row.
He's going to get his money's worth.
This guy's
he's still
going
working
down there to take the. Well, yeah, you might as well get your nickels worth now.
Now he's going to get it.
And you go get it, every one of them. Yeah. I'm coming. The police are coming out to get him.
So
here come the police.
You may have kind of heard some in the background. We're sitting next to the Comeaux coaches box. So one of their coaches from up top. One of their offensive coaches, I assume, is headed downfield to help on the sideline.
I don't remember how many times, if any, I've ever seen that.
I don't think I've ever seen a head coach. I don't know if I've ever seen a coach just for saying something.
Out of the high school game, football, I'm seeing basketball.
Yeah.
They will run it now. It's patio again. Lots of room to run on the left side of the 30 to the 35. He is taken down hard, and there ought to be a flag there.
I wonder if that's a late hit, maybe. I don't see a flag, though.
There it is, but that may be from a coach.
Comeaux.
Yeah, that may be on a coach.
Well, I see him pulling big 55.
Yeah, it may be him. Tell you what, if we get another lightning delay here, this game might be over.
Well, this is a shame right here, because a lot of that was a lot of this chippiness was brought on by the Comeaux head coach, and which could have all been avoided, I think. And big 55 for Comeaux is really going at it right now.
Yeah, he's going at it with
one of the Sulphur Golden Tours. I don't see a number right there. They're trying to get him.
Yeah. Again, our white hat is the president of McNeese. Boy, he's upset big time.
That's 23 for the Golden Tours, who was kind of tied into it with number 55.
Dead ball foul on sportsmanlike conduct, Comeaux. So that's going to make it 2nd down and, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Put it back to the 20.
Yeah, 45.
40. It's going to be a 46 yards, if my math is right.
Yeah, I think you're right. 46
and yards. And that's a dead ball, so the play counts.
Yeah, it's 2nd down now. I got 105 yards in penalties against Comeaux, and that's 6 15-yarders in a row. And that's the 3rd on the last 2 plays.
So obviously the penalty, helps the Golden Tours, but you don't want to see this on the football field. So both coaches right now, really see Comeaux over there. They're trying to get their kids kind of back under control and under check.
You're only down 21-6.
Yeah, it's still a very reachable score here.
Yeah, but Mr. Harrison.
Now
Kalen Harrison, 55.
Coach Towery's trying to pull his team back off the field. But that 55 for Comeaux is they've really got to get him in check because he's really he's still instigating a lot of this.
They're at the 35, the 25-yard line. The ball's at the 20.
Yeah, he's instigating a lot of this trouble.
And now they've been told, get back behind the ball.
And that may be why Coach Towery pulled his team off.
Yeah, he said, look.
He saw Comeaux kind of where they were at, what they were doing.
Sulphur people making some noise here. The high school game and a hockey game broke out. All right, it's 3rd and 46. Where's 55? There he is. He's on the right of the center.
He's a right guard.
Yeah. Oh, no.
They
snapped the ball?
Yeah, they snapped it, actually.
Oh, okay. Malvo is running.
Yeah,
Malvo is going to lose 10 yards.
Poor Malvo. No one was set up at all.
No, not at all.
And the center snapped it. Poor Malvo caught it.
In fact, it should have been probably a false start, but no.
So that's going to be a tackle for a loss all the way back to the 10-yard line.
So it's 4th and 56. I don't think I've ever seen that. 4th and 56. Holy cow.
And now the wind picks up, Bruce. So there's that north wind.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's what happened to 55.
Yeah, he liked the wind.
Kind of felt that wind at his britches right there.
I can understand that. It still doesn't look right.
It's a legal procedure.
Yeah.
But they were lined up very weird.
Yeah, it didn't look right.
And one of the far line judge is pointing to Sulphur, but the near guy looked like was pointing toward Comeaux. So let's see. One of the Sulphur guys kind of flinched a jump.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from this angle though. I couldn't tell if he got offsides or not. So let's see what the call is.
Dead ball foul, false
legal
start.
Procedure.
Yeah. 4th and 61.
So Comeaux, there's not much for anything.
Yeah, you can do anything you want now
on this drive.
The rest of them are now half the distance to the goal. That breaks a streak of 6 15-yarders in a row. So
Peyton Lemaire is going to set up as a return man. He's walked all the way to looks like the Comeaux 44-yard line. Now he takes 2 steps further up to the 42.
Punt it out of the end zone.
It's a very nice punt out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Going to take a Comeaux bounce.
Rolls out of bounds.
Is going to go out of bounds. Looks like at the 45-yard line.
And a flag down.
Well, once again, I see a couple Comeaux players and a couple Sulphur players.
Right here at the 14-yard line. Personal foul Sulphur would be a first down, I think. That's what we got. Personal foul on sportsmanlike conduct Sulphur. Or was it after the kick?
He's pointing like it's gonna be marked off from the dead balls.
Okay.
So maybe after the play, maybe a dead ball, personal foul. So the tour is gonna be set up around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 40-yard
line.
And now we're going to get 15 more on Sulphur. Or a sideline warning, one or the other.
Yeah, I think it's Coach Trahan. I don't know.
Yeah.
What he's very upset.
Jeez.
Well, they called a flag on our first sideline. We never got a warning tonight.
No, that's true.
The first sideline was a penalty. So let's see. I'm assuming this is going to be a penalty as well then.
Oh, it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Sulphur. Somebody said something. That's what, the 4th one we've had here in the last 5 minutes?
Well, and the only saving grace for Sulphur in this situation, we haven't even spotted the ball for first down, so it's still going to be 1st and 10.
But now,
or no, I guess because the ball was set ready for play technically.
1st and 25.
Yeah.
So we've gone from the ball being at their 5-yard line to the Sulphur 25.
So our penalty, I guess, technically came after the ball was set for. No, now they're moving the sticks. So that's going to be 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
This has probably been one of the craziest set of
Oh, no
15-yard flags.
I mean, we had punches thrown last week at Southside. I have no idea why.
Trahan drops back.
Throw.
They've owed some pressure.
It is incomplete, intended for Vigier.
Trying to find Vigier. We're going to get a pass interference right there.
Oh, my gosh. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's kind of a jump ball.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, we'll take that penalty, but that was more of a jump ball situation. The ball was underthrown. And Vigier, kind of had to stop his route right there and really looked like he was more trying to reach over the shoulder of the Comeaux defensive player versus the Comeaux player getting into him.
Wow. It's a late call. 125 yards in penalties.
Well, probably more so than a late call. The back judge that threw that was about 30 yards down the field, so it took him a while.
Yeah.
So that result of that penalty, let's kind of reset
First
everything.
Down, yeah.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line with 2:04 to go here in the third quarter. The Golden Tours currently lead 21-6 over the Comeaux Spartans.
3 receivers come out here wide left, 1 to the right. Vigier will go in motion back to the formation. And they will run it. Stelly, who'll get nothing.
Yeah, they've
Number
changed.
11 gets him there.
Yeah, they've either come out with some more intensity, or they're a little different technique on that defensive line. But our offensive line last couple since they've moved Big 11 out to that defensive end spot, we're having a lot of trouble with our blocking. And they last couple running plays, they've run right at him, and he's just he's flat taking it to the Golden Tour offensive lineman right now. He's kind of taking control of this running game so far. In the third quarter. So he hands off to Stelly once again, starts out to his right, then breaks it back to his left. He's going to have a short gain of, we're going to call it 2. That's going to set up a 3rd and 7 now with 1:11 to go here in the third quarter. Thought maybe we might see Brady back in the offensive backfield, but Stelly remains there. Got to kind of watch for Stelly now. Make sure Stelly doesn't line up at that quarterback spot. He's kind of surprised us a couple of times tonight.
Blitz is coming. Trahan throws. It is through the hands of both Hopkins and the defensive back. So Sulphur will have to kick again from their own 43-yard line. A chance once again to pin them late. Clock continues to run for some weird reason.
Yeah, Comeaux did a good job right there, getting pressure on Trahan, and Trahan.
Unless they've said we've had enough of this game, the clock is going to run.
But that's a little surprising if they are. If I'm Comeaux, I got to be upset about that though, because I mean it's only a 2-score ball game right here, and you're about to
now they've stopped it.
But it probably
that was a good 8.
Seconds.
Yeah, at least.
Another nice punt by Paez.
High, taken at the 25, lots of room. Oh, nice tackle.
Is that number 17 on the tackle?
No. That was Corey Hyatt, who tripped him at about the 30-yard line.
So Hyatt, we haven't mentioned his name as much as we thought on defense tonight, but he's provided a couple of nice tackles in this. He had another nice open field tackle off a punt a while ago as well in the special teams game tonight.
Yeah, because he's still running if he doesn't trip him up. 9 seconds.
Pretty impressive. Hyatt doesn't leave the field up much other than when we get the ball on offense. So he's had a nice game tonight for the Golden Tours.
Well, they got 3 plays with 9 seconds left in the second quarter.
So they'll start their own 35-yard line. Malvo remains in at quarterback.
He will hand it off to Patio, which this has worked well in the third quarter. Again, he gets the block. He's at the 50-yard line and out of bounds with 0 time left on the clock. It'll be first down, Comeaux, when we start the fourth quarter.
Bruce, one thing that's impressed me about Patio tonight is you're not going to bring him down just with a little arm tackle. And he's not a big running back.
No.
And but
they're running him outside a lot more.
He's
now.
A lot stronger than what you realize on the field. Let's mention some of our other game day sponsors. Hollywood Barbershop, Troy Darby over on City Service Highway. Go see Troy Darby. Troy Darby's also got a couple young ladies in there cutting hair as well. So it's not only for men over there. Also specializing in women's hair as well. Cajun Monograms, Mike and Wendy Kuntz are here not far from the hospital, right around the corner from the high school. David Missy over at Missy's Grocery. Appreciate all your support over the years, David. Walter Vincent and Patriot Construction. Mike and Jeremy Moore with Taylor Aluminum. Mead's Garage right here on Highway 90. Go see Mead's Garage for any of your maintenance needs on your vehicle. Mike Willis Ford. Tony Tremonti over at Mike Willis Ford. Also, the Navarre Auto Group here in Sulphur, the Chevrolet dealership on Beglis Parkway, the Dodge dealership on City Service Highway. Or go see Charlie Wayne LaBeouf over at All-Star GMC. Go see Pookie over there, and Charlie Wayne will hook you up with a deal.
From midfield, 1st and 10 for Comeaux as we start the 4th quarter. Blitz coming. He throws it deep. Man is there. Caught at the 25 to the 20. Look at the sidestepping. They just sidestepped 2 tacklers and is brought down finally from behind by Elijah Coleman, 23. 1st down inside the 15.
Yeah, we haven't seen Malvo throw deep much tonight, and I think the Golden Tours got caught sleeping a little bit right there on defense. And the defensive lineman gets behind him. Bruce, I think Altuve just hit a home run.
Yeah, it's 3-3.
3-3 now.
I see that.
Buddy of mine just texted me from Texas.
I'm trying not to get involved in it.
So 11:25 to go, 4th quarter.
They're going to hand it off on a sweep
wide
coming to the near
right
side.
There. They got big number 9 bottled up. He's going to be brought down to 10-yard line. Still a nice gain of 3.
Domingo there. That time the sidestepping didn't work quite as well. But it is a pickup of 3. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 7. As they have missed an extra point, so they'll have to have a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, so they'll be chasing a 2-point conversion at some point.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, or not 1st and 10, 2nd and 7 from the 10 for
Golden
Comeaux.
Tours have remained in that 3-man front tonight, but they've had a fairly successful game up front.
Yeah, there's Patio up the middle. He'll get the 1st down at the 3-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal.
I think it's going to be a little short, actually, Bruce. About a
they can mark it at the 4. Okay.
Coleman stepped up, made a nice open field tackle right there to prevent the 1st down and a touchdown, actually. So that's going to bring up a short 3rd and 1. I'm like you. I think 3rd and short right here inside the 5 is Malvo. Yeah, and I think it's Malvo time here, at least either on 3rd down or 4th down.
Sulphur showing blitz. Here they come. Malvo will run past it, but no, he will not.
Who is that out there? That's a nice tackle out there by number 5. We mentioned Hyatt's name.
Yep.
Hyatt makes a nice tackle for the Tours for a loss back to the.
And it was a good thing he fell down because Massey came sailing past him head first.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that could have been ugly. 4th down and 5 from the 8-yard line.
3 wideouts on the top. He'll look to his right.
And he's wide open, and he caught it.
Oh, I thought it hit the ground.
No,
it hit the ground. Yeah, it hit the ground.
That guy said nothing. This guy said something.
Like I said,
so that's the 2nd time they've turned it over on downs inside the 10-yard line.
With an open receiver out there
Yeah.
at that. When I hear the Comeaux coaches are like, man, I can't believe that he underthrew that. He was wide open, too. There's that pick play again. They ran that pick play.
Yeah.
They've had some success early. The same play they had success with early in the ball game. They ran it there, and he underthrows his receiver, who would have pretty much walked in for a touchdown untouched.
Well, you're popular over there.
I got a couple of friends in a little group text and big Astros fans.
Oh.
And I'm going to have to fuss it. One of them, Shane Hanchy, and Sulphur tie-down rope. I'm going to have to fuss at Shane for not having us on the radio as well.
This is Stelly out of the Wildcat. He's going to pick up 6.
Gets all the way out to the 15-yard line. That's a nice carry. Nice 1st down play. And you see a little difference in that play, Bruce. They didn't run back at that number 11 right there on that little misdirection. They hit that hole fast, and Comeaux didn't have time to step up in there and make that tackle.
Stelly remains in at
quarterback. 2nd and 4.
Brady will run out of the backfield for the most part. Now he runs in. And it's Stelly.
He's got nice hole right there.
That's going to be close to the 1st
he's
down
got
at the 19.
About a yard,
I think so.
He needed to get to the 18. He got to the 19. So that's going to be a 1st down for the Golden Tours now.
under 9 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
under
another
9
thing,
minutes. So,
too.
yeah, now this is really – that clock's really working against the Comeaux Spartans here.
They are down 21-6.
Looks like Stelly's going to remain in
Yeah,
the
he's going to
quarterback.
stay in there.
Well, Comeau's had trouble identifying this play all night long.
There's Trahan. He's fine.
And
Just
Brady's in the backfield next to Stelly.
They are stacking the box. And he is going to attempt to run outside. He's going to get 5 more.
That's another gain of 5. Another positive.
Yeah, as long as you're picking up 5.
Positive on first down right there.
Yeah, as long as you're getting 5, keep running it. Jaden Saunier brings him down. But it's out to the 24 now, 2nd down and 5.
Well, one of the things when you're the defense, right, and you start putting all them guys up in that box, especially with Stelly.
That's what they're doing. Look at him.
If Stelly pops any kind of little hole right there, he could very easily go.
And they're offsides.
Yep. Sulphur's moving big 72 right there. I think, is that LeBron? Let's see.
I've run out of
Sulphur's taking 72. Spots. Yeah, Dawson LeBron, and he's initially setting up on the left side, actually as a tight end, and they shift him all the way back to the right side, back to the tight end, the wide side of the field. And when he went in motion that time, the Comeaux defense jumped off sides. That's going to set up a
3rd down, I guess.
About half a yard,
or second
and a half a yard, maybe.
Yeah, they did not give him the 1st down.
So you see Stelly remains in the game.
In fact, they're even going to back it up a yard.
At the quarterback position. We'll call it 2nd and 1 now.
So now they back it up to the 23.
Brady's to his right.
He ought to throw out of this. Yep, now they're going to shift people out.
They look, Sulphur's in a big offensive lineman, 55 all the way out to the left.
You got 2 on 3 up here. And Stelly's going to keep it. He got room to run. Cuts it outside across the 30, the 35, flag down. So that should be holding on Sulphur at the 33-yard line.
Oh,
the spot foul might make it 2nd down at about 6.
I thought I heard a Comeaux coach mention face mask, but I don't know.
It could be because I didn't really see a lot of people, but that's usually a holding, but you may be right.
Well, especially
we got one down on
the sideline. Yeah, it's going to be a 15-yard face mask, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. That's the second one of those. That's 145 yards. And is that 44 who's down? No, that's 54. He is down on his stomach.
He kind of fell into the Sulphur side bench area.
7:31 to go in the game. 21-6. Sulphur on top, thanks to a lot of Comeaux penalties.
So during the break right here, we'll mention some of our game day sponsors as well. We mentioned Mike Willis Ford. Bayou Beds, the Bayou Beds Red Zone. Go see Chad Norwood over at Bayou Beds on Maplewood Drive and tell them Tornado Radio Network sent you. Clayton King Mechanical, for any of your AC needs or heater needs, now with the front coming through.
Yeah, rain is coming.
Give Clayton King with King Mechanical a call, and he will definitely take care of you. We have some great State Farm agents in town that are great supporters of Sulphur Golden Tours and Sulphur High. Carl Vincent and Jennifer Mabu, 2 Sulphur State Farm agents here in town. And also Rob Cameron, a former Golden Tour. He's a State Farm agent over across the bridge in Lake Charles. Be sure you tell them thank you for all their support. Roly-Poly Sandwiches, Monica and Mike Jackson, 2 locations to serve you, one on Ryan Street in Lake Charles, one on Maplewood Drive near Market Basket in Sulphur. Not only have sandwiches, individual sandwiches, but sandwich trays for any parties, get-togethers, or maybe some of your customers' needs. Unique Designs, James Moses. Go see James over at Unique Designs for flower and other interior items you may need. George Vanderhay, George's House of Flowers, another great supporter. Well, there comes the rain.
Yeah, it's coming down good.
Coming. But go see George. George, we kind of picked at George several weeks ago, Bruce, and kind of threw out there that he might give a discount for flowers leading up to the homecoming game. And before we could finish what we were saying on the air, he sent a text in and said, shoot, yeah, I'll give you guys a discount. So hopefully some of our listeners took advantage of that. Mentioned Tornado Radio Network to George, and got a discount on your. A lot of them young ladies are certainly glad homecoming is the dance is tomorrow night, not tonight, with all this rain coming down. And I'm assuming we've got
my daughter. She's already home in bed.
We've probably got our homecoming maids in safe and secure as well.
Yeah, it's coming down as good as it did earlier at halftime. First down, Sulphur.
Trahan's back in at quarterback.
He's going to hand it off to Brady. Yep, Brady to the 40, inside the 40.
Still moving forward down to
yeah.
Let's see if they mark it. I think he got down to about the 38.
Yep, never went down.
That's going to be a gain of 7 on first down.
Yep.
So, Bruce, I mentioned Shane Hanchy, but also Shane Hanchy will be headed to Vegas for the NFR, currently ranked number 1 in the world. But Tristan Martin, a former Sulphur Golden Tour Cowboy, and Tristan made a late season run up to, I believe, number 12 in the rankings, and he'll be headed to Vegas for his first ever NFR final. So congratulations to both of those former Sulphur Golden Tour Cowboys. Brady
nice
up the middle,
Brady,
nice carry.
yeah.
It's going to be another first down for the Golden Tours. He's going to carry it all the way inside the 30, still moving the pile down to about the 26-yard line.
15 first downs for the Tours tonight.
But as we mentioned, if you're interested in watching any of those young men from Sulphur, they'll be carried on the Cowboy channel for 10 consecutive nights in Las Vegas. So, like I said, congratulations. Maybe we'll have a chance to get one or both of those guys on the air before we usually try. Shane loves talking sports, so we usually try to get him on the air and visit with during a football game, but maybe we'll also get Tristan in as well.
First and 10 from the 26. They will hand this to Brady, and he will run into a pile of white shirts.
Yeah, he tried to bump that outside. Yeah. That's going to result in, looks like no gain. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage.
It's coming down. Of course, I guess I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see it on the computer there?
Probably can't.
See it in the lights.
Yeah, maybe.
And in all the people that have left.
If I get a chance to pan up to the lights, maybe we'll show you just how hard it's coming down. But, yeah, definitely our heaviest rainfall of the night so far.
From the shotgun, Trahan awaits the snap. He will try to cut it up and get nothing. So it'll be third down and 10 from the 31.
Bruce, I think he got taken down by an offensive lineman that was pulling. And Trahan's a little slow to get up. So was the offensive lineman. So that's going to result in another no gain. Clock continues to run, though. Now down inside approaching 4:45 to go here in this ball game. The Sulphur Golden Tours lead 21-6. The Spartans' only touchdown of the game coming on a kickoff return in the third quarter after the Tours' third touchdown of the night.
Trahan will throw.
A play action, rolls to his right.
Yep.
Hits Vizier out there, I believe.
Yep, he will not get the first down, but it'll pick up a 4th and short, and we got another flag. It's going to be unnecessary roughness or something like that.
It come down late on
it was in the defensive backfield. There was a Tour out there blocking. It may have been blocking a little too much.
Let's see what they're going to make the call.
Probably a dead ball foul. Yep. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Comeaux. Well, Comeaux just
that's first
they
down.
Have really, really kind of just shot themselves in the foot tonight. As you mentioned, that was going to be a 4th and I don't know, probably 5.
It's half the distance from inside the 20. It's first and goal to go. Well, the good news is it wasn't a 15-yarder, 155 yards.
So that's going to bring up a first and goal for the Golden Tours. It looks like about the 9-yard line with 4:23 to go here in the ball game. Stelly takes a snap, keeps it around the left side. He's inside the 5. Looks like he's going to get down to about the 3. So that's going to be a gain of 6 on first down. And even more important, now that clock starts winding once again, then we'll be well inside. We'll almost be at 3.5 minutes.
He ran right behind Brady.
Yeah, we mentioned Stelly's running here in the last couple of drives, but even more importantly, Brady and an offensive line done a nice job blocking for him, creating some holes.
Big rain now. They're letting the clock run.
Well, it was
Stelly,
but he's got a play clock right in front of him. He turned around and looked 90 yards. It's going to be a touchdown.
Yep, Stelly will score.
Same little play right there, little quarterback keeper right there. Stelly for a 3-yard touchdown run with 3:36 to go in this ball game. The Golden Tours have pretty much, I think, will just about seal the win with that touchdown. And they'll send the extra point team out to attempt the extra point. We have a player down, looks like, for the Golden Tours. Not sure who that is.
It's the second touchdown run of the evening for
Stelly.
Yeah. He has 2 touchdown runs. Trahan has 2 touchdown passes.
So Leesville beats DeRidder 49-41. Eunice beats Washington Marion 35-12.
That was 8-6 earlier. Wow.
Iowa beats
56-19.
56-19. That's Stelly that was down. He's not moving his left arm either. Hate to speculate, Bo, but that's sure not good for the Golden Tours. Westlake over South Bow 56-7.
I don't like the way he's holding that arm.
No, because he actually unbuckled
that may
it.
Be a shoulder.
I think he had a shoulder issue last year, but he unbuckled his helmet with his totally opposite hand.
I mean, he's done for the night because it's 27-6.
So Paez is on for the extra point.
And I believe he is
Kick
perfect.
Is up and it's good again.
Yep, 28-6.
So with 3:36 to go here in the fourth quarter, the Tours have moved out to a 28-6 lead over the Comeaux Spartans. And I think kind of, Bruce, the story of the second half has been even the Comeaux coaches have cleared out of the press box.
Yeah, I know. I saw that a few minutes ago.
the penalties on the Comeaux team, and also the adjustment of the Sulphur Golden Tours putting Stelly in at quarterback for more of a running game. So if you can, just to give you an idea of how much it's coming down, if you can see the lights right there, it's really coming down in buckets right now.
And we'll get the Tours to the 500 mark in district play. They were 28th
in the power rankings.
Yep, and they were behind Comeaux, so they will pick up a little bit. Of course, Iowa wins big. That'll help.
So Paez kicking with that north wind right there, even with the rain coming down. Paez is able to boot that ball into the end zone right there. So another nice job by Paez.
Yeah, that's his first one in the end zone tonight.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to put it at the 20-yard line for the Comeaux Spartans, and they'll be going into the wind right here. So on top of everything else, they've got to go into this north wind.
It needs to stop here in about 10 minutes because we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
They're just going to run it now.
Yeah, handoff. Don't see the. Can't
Assuming
tell if that's
this is
still
Patio. Yes,
He's still in the game. Let's see. Yeah, he's still in the game.
Still him.
Been very impressed with that young man tonight. Comeau's going to go hurry up right here.
They still have all their timeouts.
Down.
I don't think they've called one. They had used them all up real early in the first half. Oh, that's a big hole there for Patio. The Tours will bring him down after the first down. It's their 11th of the game.
So that's going to move it up to the 39-yard line. That's going to be a first down. They'll temporarily stop the clock to move the chains. 3:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Your home team, Sulphur Golden Tours, lead 28-6.
Headed to the bottom of the seventh, so they're singing at Minute Maid, seventh inning stretch. On first down, Malvo will attempt to throw. Now he's going to run it to the 40, 45, 50.
Nice open field tackle by Stelly out there.
And he gets another first down.
So the McNeese Cowboys return to McNeese Stadium tomorrow. Home game? Oh, down the road?
Nope. Meat pie capital of the world. They go to Natchitoches tomorrow. Home next week. Which I think is homecoming next week at McNeese.
That sounds right. And the LSU Tigers get the Florida Gators at 11 a.m. in Tiger Stadium tomorrow.
Can you imagine that?
And run Patio once again.
Patio, yeah. First down.
You know, they've had some success as well running the ball back to that backside. Patio with another nice gain right there. Of course, Sulphur Golden Tours right now are really just looking to not give up any big plays.
Nobody get hurt.
Kind of keep everything in front of them.
Yep. Nobody get hurt.
But Comeau's doing a nice job so far on this drive. 2:25 to go. He gets out of bounds right there, so he does stop the clock.
Trying to find Stelly on the sideline.
Sulphur's going to call a timeout.
Really? 2:25 to go.
Yeah, I'm assuming Sulphur probably just. I mean, they were kind of. I don't think they're in a prevent defense, but they weren't.
No. Well, they've been running the ball.
Yeah.
They haven't been throwing it.
I think Sulphur's probably just wanting to give their guys a little blow right here and probably making a few adjustments. I see Hyatt wasn't on the field. I see Hyatt come back to this. He's going to now go back off the field. I think Hyatt was petitioning to get back in the ball game. So we may have a few younger players in this ball game as well.
Yeah, it's well in hand at 28-6.
Because I see Hyatt was on the sideline and also let's see. Also 40, Dylan Bird. Yeah, so your two starting linebackers were out of the game.
The next week it's Barb, which got blasted pretty good tonight in Lafayette.
So they won't be in a good mood when we go visit.
Nope.
Visit John Mims Stadium, right? Is it John?
No. I said Barb.
Oh, Lagrange Stadium.
Yep, Lagrange Mims. But it's picked up off the ground and thrown complete to
number
Linzer.
2, number 12, excuse me, with a catch. And that's going to be another first down for the Spartans.
I think that's the guy who had the 70-yard kickoff return. That's first down.
Clock starts to wind again as we approach 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
There, Barb's Stadium does this same play.
Same exact play. Going to be a gain of, looks like a gain of 9.
Yeah, it's Linzer. They haven't named it after Shaver yet.
Coach Jimmy Shaver, longtime coach there.
Yeah. Or Zeb Johnson. Oh, this one gets all the way back and falling on it finally is. No, he did not.
I see it squared out again. It's Sulphur going towards number 7 for the Tours.
They said it's down, and it's their ball.
Wow.
At the 24-yard line.
So 7, Bryce Fontenot finally fell on the ball, but okay. Clock continues to run, 1:28 to go. They're going to lose about all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're kind of ready to get in the bus. Get on the bus and get out of here.
Yeah, because they didn't even use a timeout right there.
It's pretty miserable out there now. Malvo to throw. Holding going on there.
So 91 A ramp.
And then there was roughing the passer, but no flag as Trim just drove Malvo into the ground.
Yeah.
So I don't know, where are we?
Passes going to fall incomplete. Yeah, okay. Fourth down from the 25. They need to reach the 6. So it's going to be 4th and 19. So they'll have one more opportunity right here. Don't have to get into the end zone.
Nope. But you got to get it inside the 5.
Now Comeaux is going to call a timeout now here with 1:04 to go here in the ball game. Literally, I see 3 Comeaux fans.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking there are 2 over here.
And there's 2 to the right with a neon green umbrella.
Yeah.
So
the alumni section
you got to appreciate
has 2 people.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the support. Stayed and watched the remainder of the ball game for Comeaux.
There are still a few Sulphur people here. The band is still here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that visitor. No, I think 8 on the visitor side. I see someone
3 up at the top.
Yeah. But so we appreciate those fans staying for tonight's game. Yeah, as we mentioned, all the homecoming or the class reunion people have been long gone.
Yeah. All right, 4th down and 19.
19, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Malvo to throw. Now he's going to run. Scramble. 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds before he reached the marker. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him out about the 9.
This will be the 3rd time they have turned the ball over on downs inside the 10-yard line for Sulphur.
So another nice job by the Golden Tour defense. The offense will step back onto the field now. 54 seconds to go in this ball game, and
this one's over.
I think we're just going to take a couple of knees right here, and we'll go home. Tours currently lead 28-6. Bruce, a nice win for the Golden Tours. Coming off of probably a game that they felt like they were in for the majority of the game against Southside, and all of a sudden just kind of a turnover, that fumble for a touchdown kind of took the wind out of their sails last week, and
that's where it turned.
That game kind of just got away from them, and obviously you always want to win your homecoming game.
Yeah.
But the Comeaux Spartans, they don't come in here with what we're accustomed to with the Comeaux Spartans team. I mean, this is a good football team that traveled here from Lafayette tonight, and probably I would venture to say this is the Golden Tour's best 4 quarters of football this year.
I think so.
Yeah. we talked about that before, probably before we went on the air, but the Tours last couple of games had trouble putting together 4 good quarters of football. They would put together 3 and have that one quarter and the game got interesting type thing. But tonight was really and I'm wondering, did we score in all 4 quarters as well?
No. The first touchdown came 7 seconds into the second quarter.
So other than that, we
again only 1 turnover.
Yep. So your Golden Tours are going to escape tonight with a 28-6 victory over the visiting Comeaux Spartans, the 2021 version of homecoming for the Golden Tours, and you see both teams headed out here to shake hands and hopefully, very glad to see both teams settle down. Didn't have any more incidents after what we saw at one point in the ball game.
Got a little ragged there.
And so like I say, good to see both teams shaking hands. Are gonna head out of here. And like I said, the Sulphur Tours have given their class reunion squads, even though they're not here, they've given them a nice victory tonight. And so Bruce, as you mentioned, we're already very late tonight. It's after 10, or right at 10:30. So we're not going to go into too much. But as we mentioned, the Golden Tours will head over across the river to Barb and probably throw both of the records out. It's going to be a typical Sulphur Barb game. And both of those teams looking to solidify their playoff.
Barb has a good pass and catch team.
Yes, yeah.
McLean and Levi.
Well, and Barb's kind of been like Sulphur. It kind of depends on what Barb team shows up, So
true.
They've kind of been back and forth, and they've got a younger team, so they're kind of growing into their offense and defense there as well.
Yeah, I think the hurricane did some damage to them. They lost some players.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll head over across the river. Stay tuned. Bruce will be handling some duties with St. Louis High School next Friday night. Here, you'll be here at Matt Walker Stadium with St. Louis.
On the other side of the press box. Yep.
Me and I'm sure Mitch Red and hopefully Tony Tremonti will make the trip over there and carry next Friday's game for you. So on behalf of Don Martin and Bruce Merchant, with Tornado Radio Network, the Golden Tours leave Matt Walker Stadium tonight with a hard-fought 28-6 victory over the Comeaux Spartans. We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight and watching. And whether you were with Tornado Radio Network or CPSB TV, just as a last reminder, I don't think CPSB TV will be at Barb next week. So please tune in to Tornado Radio Network, and we'll bring it to you from Lake Charles. So we're signing off. Have a nice weekend and enjoy this cool weather that's moving through. And we'll see you next Friday night. Thank you, guys.